Hi, I'm Ali and a warm welcome to Face Yoga Master. So in today's video, we're going to do a 10-minute neck and also jaw release. If you have tightness and a stiff neck, and also if you tend to clench your jaw or you feel a bit tender, maybe a bit TMJ, this is the video for you to really help release tension within these areas. I'm Ali, I've been a facialist for the last 8 years and I'm really passionate to help you on your skincare journey. So first things first, you want obviously clean skin and clean fingers. And I'm using a little bit of facial oil, so we've got a slip and glide. You don't want to be compromising the skin by dragging or pulling at it. So I've got some facial oil here. So you just want to take a couple of drops to the fingers, really good massage into the fingers, nice and warm, and then just applying it on the lower part of the face, particularly the jawline. Big masseter muscle here, and onto the neck, down by the side of the neck as well, either side by those traps. So what we're going to start off with is actually a little bit of lymphatic, just to get the lymphatics going. So where our collarbone is, just above, we've got some indentations, and I'm just going to start off by giving those a few gentle presses. And then with the flat of the hand, because we have more surface area from the collarbone, coming upwards in an upwards motion along the collarbone towards, up from the neck towards the chin and the jawline. And this is very nice and light. The skin on the neck is very fine and delicate, so you don't want to be too heavy-handed. It's a really nice light touch. And then with thumb placed under the jawline, fingers above now, we're just gently gliding, moving toxins and waste. Just an outwards motion here. We have plenty of lymph nodes in this area towards the ears. And then just taking our fingers, you just want to glide down now from the back and the front of the ear, down the big SCM muscle to the collarbone, just to get the lymphatics going. Again, fingers in front and behind the ear, just gliding down, then down the big SCM muscle, down to the collarbone. Now where our collarbone is here, just below, you just want to take your flat of your hand and again just glide towards your armpit. So now we're going to start from the lower and work our way upwards. Nice and light, and then on the other side. And then we're going to take our fingers now, place them literally in front and behind our neck here. And let's just do a little gentle massage with the thumb at the front and the fingers behind, just really massaging. And if you feel a little bit of a tender point, just give it a little extra massage out. Hold a lot of tension on our neck, and actually that can really make a difference to the rest of the face as well by clenching and scrunching up our face. So we really want to release any tight tension. Again, back of the neck, just massaging in a round circular motion now. And again, because we put a facial oil, or you can put a massage oil onto your neck and your shoulders, this will be a really great one to really release. And just coming forward a bit. And just coming along. And then just placing one hand onto our head. Obviously, if you do have neck issues, please see your doctor first. And then place our other hand down onto our shoulder. Just gently breathe in. And as we breathe out, we're just going to turn a little bit to the side without overextending. And if you like, you can just give a little extra massage in any of those points down by the side of the neck here in the traps. And then just gently come back up. And let's do the opposite side. Again, placing our hands onto the top of our head, fingers onto our shoulder here. Just gently come to the side here, a nice gentle stretch. And if you like, you can take your hand and just give it a little extra massage. may be able to get a little bit deeper into a certain point. Really massaging that out. And then just gently come back up. So now we're just going to take our hands now and just come up. Again, we're massaging now back of the neck here. Almost to when the fingers are touching as well, along the occipital bone, which is basically the bottom of the head, top of the neck. And again, we have lymph nodes in this area. And then with one hand at a time, gliding down by the SCM muscle down to the collarbone. So now we're going to place our thumb under our chin, fingers into a hook, and now we're just massaging all along the jawline and under the jawline here with the thumb, heading towards the ears. Now, if you clench your teeth, if you perhaps chew on one side more than another, you may be a bit more tighter on one side than the other on this sort of part of this muscle here. And so you just want to really give that a really extra little massage, really massage that out. You can use a little bit of the knuckle if you like with your finger. Working all along here, releasing any tension, making sure that the face is nice and relaxed. And then just gently glide along. And then just come into our ears with our lobes here. Let's just give that a bit of a massage as well. Just nice and light. So I'm going to take my hand now, placing it onto my temple, taking the other hand, we're using the fingers here. And although I always in my massages, always like to lift up, on this time we're actually going to come down. So taking our fingers and just very gently and slowly come all the way from the temple, along that ear, down to the jawline, really stretching everything out down here. We're using our hands so we're not actually dragging or pulling at the skin. And so you should feel from your cheekbone where the bone is, taking our fingers, and again just very medium touch here, coming down, really releasing any tight tension. Now this time we're going to do it again, and we're going to open our mouth out whilst we're releasing the tension down. We'll do this 3 times. And one last time. And on the other side now, placing a hand onto the temple, taking our fingers to where the bone is from our cheekbone and just gently calming down. You may want to do this in a mirror, and you may to see what you're doing, particularly when you're opening the mouth. You tend to look like something from the screen, but it really does help, going slowly along this muscle here, releasing tension in this area. Medium touch. And then again, let's do this again, opening the mouth. And again. And gently release. And then coming up and just really massaging it upwards and outwards motion, releasing any tension again. And then we're just going to go very light now. And what we're doing here is removing toxins and waste, which you can have a build up towards the ears, through the lymph, which is very close to the surface of the skin. So again, lower part of the face. So moving in a slightly outwards motion. And then fingers by the side of the ears here. Let's just massage the temples, relaxing. If you like, you can take a couple of deep belly breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to really help with blood flow and circulation as well. And then just gently glide down, nice and light, either side of the ears where we have plenty of lymph nodes. And then behind the ears. And then with one hand at a time, gliding down that big SCM muscle down to the collarbone. And then on the other side. And then I always like to finish off with a final important lymphatic drainage release. So from the chin all the way down where our collarbone is, where literally our starting point actually, you just want to give those a few gentle presses just above the collarbone. And this will release all the toxins and waste into the body, ready for elimination. So please comment down below, tell me how you found this today and if it's really helped with your any tightness within the jaw area or even the neck, to really help with maybe those headaches, maybe a bit of a migraine or just any tightness. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing. I do have an email list, and down in the description box below, my nourishing facial oil, which I would highly recommend. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, bye.